What's up, you guys? It's Kris. And as promised, I'm going to answer the questions that you guys sent me via Facebook, Instagram, text message. However you sent me these questions, I'm about to answer them. I got a lot of them, so I gotta say thank you guys to whoever sent me questions. Thank you so much for making this possible. Um, the first question that I'm going to answer is the question I get most often is what is cerebral palsy? And CP is basically a neurological condition that affects a person, different parts of a person's body. It can affect your muscle. It can affect your muscles. It affects your legs. It can affect your arms. It can affect one arm, one leg, one side of your body. It comes in all different forms and types. So you can meet a person with cerebral palsy and not really know that they have cerebral palsy. Excuse me. My particular type of cerebral palsy affects my legs and my legs only. So yeah, that to me is called spastic diplegia. And basically my leg muscles are extremely tight. So basically that's what cerebral palsy is. What's the other question? I'm sorry, I have all y'all's questions on my phone, so I gotta look down at my phone. The next question, which is probably the second most asked question that I get, has to do with dun 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 sex. And everybody always wonders how I do it. And I mean, I don't really know how to answer that question. I mean, everything works down there. I have feeling down there, blah blah blah. So yeah, I can do it. um, yeah, that's that question. Now that awkwardness is out of the way. Another question that I got was, hang on, y'all. Oh, how does a person cope with having a disability in today's society? That was a really good question, so shout out to the person who sent me that question. And I would say, I mean, I can't speak for every person with a different ability because I don't know everybody's situation. Everybody's disability is different. But for me, how do I cope? Oh, goodness. I mean, I just take everything with a grain of salt, keep a smile on my face, and keep it moving. I don't let the things that people say affect me that much. I mean, I can brush stuff off very easily. And that's not to say that I brush everything off because I don't. And it gets hard. It's hard at times to live in a disabled body or a differently abled body in an able-bodied world. It's hard because things aren't made for us. They're made for people who can walk up steps and do all that great stuff. So we always have to adapt in any situation that we are in. But yeah, I just kind of go into a situation with a very positive attitude, and I try to make the best out of any situation that I'm in. That's how I cope. Oh, and I have a really amazing support system. My mom, my sisters, my sorority sisters, my friends, everybody's really great. I surround myself with a lot of positive people. So yeah, that's that. That's how I cope. And my next question. Oh goodness, y'all sent me a lot of questions. Thank y'all. My next question was, where do I get my confidence from? Where does my confidence come from? My mom, most definitely my mom. She has instilled in me from a little girl that I can do or be whatever I want to be in life, and I shouldn't let the fact that I have a different ability stop me from doing those things. So yeah, I kind of just take everything and with that mindset. Um, and that helps out a lot. And then where else does my confidence come from? Yeah, that's about that. My mom is definitely is where I get my confidence from, because she instilled that just because I have a different ability, that doesn't mean that I have to act disabled. If y'all get what I'm saying. Um, and I'm confident because I really don't have a reason not to be. Yeah, I was born with a different ability, but hey, sometimes when life gives you lemons, you gotta make lemonade, right? So yeah, that's that question. Another question I got, hold on, I gotta read it, was, hmm, it was, how how do I think the world sees me? Oh, that's a good question. Thank you for that question. How do I think the world sees me? I would hope that they see Kris or Chrissy or Kristen or however you want to refer to me. Um, I would hope that they see me for the super happy and positive person that I am, the educated black queen that I am. Um, I would hope that they see me for that. And I would hope that they see what I can bring to the table instead of what limits I had. That's how I hope the world sees me. But I know that sometimes that's not always the case. I said in my last blog post that people see chair. Like a lot of the time, they see me and they see my chair and they don't see what I can do. They see the limits that are on my life, which are not many, but there there are limits. So yeah. Um, and that same person asked me, how do you think your life would be any different if I was, as able as somebody else? Um, how, how would my life be different? Um, you know, I don't really know. I don't know really, to be honest with you, how my life would be different. I've never imagined my life any different. Oh, I probably would have license by now if I didn't, but that's basically it. Which I'm working on, by the way. I'm working on getting some license. So yeah. Um, but yeah, that is. I don't know how my life would be any different. I might. I don't know. I probably would have less friends. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Can't really answer that question. Um, Another question I got was, oh, these are great. These are great. Um, does being differently able take away from my lifespan? And the answer to that question is no. Um, I mean, yeah, no, it doesn't. I hope to live to be 98, 99, 100 years old. I don't even know if I want to live that long. But no, it doesn't take away from my lifespan. I think I live a very full and productive life. Um, what is your biggest fear and also greatest strength in being differently able? I love the fact that you use differently able. Thank you so much. My biggest fear about being differently able is that people, which I know it happens, that people judge me. Um, that's my biggest fear. Like, I don't like the fact that some people will go into a situation and just judge me. And I know that happens to everybody, but for me, it's like sometimes it's almost crippling when I go to do things like, aka job interviews. Like, my biggest fear is that the employer that I'm speaking with automatically looks at me and judges me, and then I don't get the job automatically based off of just simply the fact that I am in a wheelchair. So that's not my biggest fear. My biggest fear is the judgment that comes along with being differently able. And my greatest strength, I think would have to do with how I see the world, my worldview, how I just go into every situation with a can-do attitude. My can-do attitude has gotten me very, very far in life, and I'm very appreciative of that. Next question. What is something you tell yourself on a consecutive basis to help you get through living with being differently able? Something I tell myself on a consecutive basis. Don't stop. Get it. No. Yeah, I do tell myself that, but that's not it. I always remind myself that that it's gonna be okay. Really, like, it's really gonna be okay, no matter what situation you're in. It's fine. It's fine. It really is fine. And I also tell myself that I'm the Barbie in the chair. It's just the chair and the arm crutches are just the accessories. So yeah, they're just these added little extras that you get when you get me. What would I tell someone else who lives differently abled? I would tell them, you got this. Really, I really would. I tell people that all the time. You got it. You can do it. You can do whatever you put your mind to. Don't limit yourself. Really, honestly, do not limit yourself. If you want to jump out of a plane, by all means. No, don't jump out of a plane. But yeah, because that's a little dangerous. But yeah, you can do whatever, and don't let your mindset or the mindset of someone else limit you. Oh, this question is deep. Have you ever contemplated suicide, and what would you tell someone who has? Okay, honesty moment. I have, but it wasn't because of the cerebral palsy. It was because of something else, which I may or may not talk about later down the line. But anyway, what would I tell somebody who is contemplating suicide? Oh goodness, I would tell them that they are worth living. They're worth it. Like, you are really worth it, and we need you. We need your spirit. We need your vibes. We need you here. So yeah, we need you. We really do. We need you here. Something in you somebody needs. So keep living, be great, you're fantastic. What do you feel is a major obstacle in your life, and how do you plan on overcoming it? A major obstacle in my life right now is the fact that I don't have any license. Oh my God, you guys, that's like the biggest thing that I'm trying to get over. And I don't have license because I have, honesty moment, I have a really irrational fear of the fact that I'm going to get on the road and I'm going to hit and kill somebody. And like, it's like a really crippling fear that I have. Like, that frightens me. But I am working with vocational rehab to get my license. So yeah, hopefully within the next couple of months, hey, some of my followers might see me. I might be taking some trips. So hopefully, keep your fingers crossed that all goes well with that. And what keeps you in good spirits and spreading that around to whoever you encounter? What keeps me in good spirits? Good spirits. Jeez. I don't know. I've always been a generally happy person despite the circumstances that I am faced with. I think I just have this love for life and this love for people. Um, and the fact that, hey, I even woke up this morning is enough for me to be like, yay, let's live another day. Um, and then, like I said, I surround myself with positive people. So the people around me keep me in good spirits. They don't let me get, but so sad. Anyway, so yeah. Okay, next set of questions. Thank you for all those questions. Ooh. Another question I got from someone was, how well do you comprehend learning things? Actually, pretty well. I'm not tooting my own horn, but I'm kind of smart. um, cerebral palsy, it affects some people's like learning abilities, but I was fortunate enough to where it didn't affect mine that much. Well, not really at all. So yeah, that's that. I'm not really like as far as my mental capacity, it has not really been affected, and for that I am eternally grateful. Yeah, so that was that question. Let me see what else. What else? Okay. Some people had texted me questions too, so I'm gonna read those and answer those. Somebody asked me. Oh, somebody asked me, does having CP ever hinder me from doing something I really wanted to do? And the answer to that is yes. Like I said, I want to get my license. And yeah, that's kind of the biggest hindrance. That's the biggest hindrance that I've had. Everything else, I'm gonna at least try it. Like, I'm about to go. I want to go skydiving. My friends don't want to take me, and everybody's scared. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go out to go bungee jumping. But yeah, the biggest hindrance right now, is me getting my license. And of course, I would never like become a firefighter or like anything like that because that's like physically impossible for me. So, it does hinder. It hinders a lot of like the physical aspects of life, not any of like the other stuff. Another question. Okay, answered that question earlier. That I got the sex question a lot, y'all. Somebody asked me, does CP cause my limbs and things like that, my arms, my legs to hurt? And the answer to that question is yes. Oh my God, yes. My back hurts, my legs be hurting, and sometimes, if you read my last blog, there's days where I honestly, in all honesty, don't feel like getting out of the bed. Like, I really just don't. Like, my mind is like, yeah, let's go, let's conquer the world, and then my brain is like, my body's like, yeah, no, you're not gonna do that today. No, we're not even gonna do that. We don't want to move. And then I'm just like, the battle begins. So yeah, my body does hurt a lot. And sometimes if I'm in a bad mood, it's nothing that anybody did. It's just I'm in pain. And I just need a minute to get my life together. And if I do a lot of walking with my arm crutches, like the next day I feel like I had a full body workout. Like, I'd be sore. For real. Okay, let me see. More questions from you guys. Somebody asked me, how often do people ask what's going on with you, or do they just stare at you? People ask me what's wrong with me all the time. Like, seriously, all the time. And my answer depends on how I'm feeling. Sometimes I'm like, they say, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, nothing, I'm fine. And then they say, well, that's not what I meant. I'm like, well, that's what you said, so I answered your question. Um, they were like, well, you know what I meant. And then I had to explain to them that, I'm in a wheelchair. But sometimes my answers are sarcastic. Sometimes I just go ahead and say, hey, I have cerebral palsy, and that's that. And do people stare? Yes. Oh my goodness. People stare at me all the time. I mean, I know I'm pretty and all, but they stare at me like all the time. And I know they want to ask me questions, but they don't want to offend me, which you're probably not going to offend me. But yeah, they stare a lot. And it used to bother me. It really did used to bother me, but now I think I'm so used to it that it's just like, oh, hey. I think it bothers my friends more than it bothers me. Like, my friends can't stand it. What's the weirdest thing someone has asked or done concerning you? And yes, I mean the bathroom and sex questions. The weirdest thing somebody has asked me, ha ha ha, that's funny, is does my vagina work? Yeah, straight like that. That's what he asked. That's what he said. That's what he asked. And I looked at him and I said, well, do you work? And he was like, well, yeah. I was like, okay, your penis works, right? So does my vagina. Like that. That's like the weirdest question I've ever gotten. Somebody asked me, do I prefer people to help me, or would I like to be left alone until I ask for help? That kind of depends on the situation. Sometimes if it's obvious that I need some help, then you can help me. I won't get offended by you helping me. And if I ask you for help and you want to help, sure, yes. So it doesn't matter. It all depends on the situation. Sometimes I like to try it and do it myself to see if I can do it myself. But sometimes I need some help, and I'm not afraid to admit that sometimes I need help. So yeah. How has being differently abled affected how you see the world? Goodness gracious. I see everything like, okay, this needs to be improved. This needs to be improved because it's not accessible to everybody. I see everything from like an accessibility point, I guess, especially like when I'm out and about in public places. I always can find something that can be improved to make it better for those who are living with different abilities. Or and it's also gave me a very I said it before, I'll say it again, a very positive outlook on life, because I'm always like, well, I'm sorry, you guys. My situation could be so much worse than what it is, and it's not. I having a really amazing life. Yeah, I've been through a lot of stuff, but it's cool. Like, it's really cool, and if I can make it through this point of my life, then I can make it through any point of my life. Or if I can make it, then you can make it too. Because, I mean, let's just be real. It could be a lot worse for all of us, but we're still here and we're still rocking it out. So let's rock it out. Let me see if I got everybody's questions. I think I got everybody's questions. I honestly think I got everybody's questions. Okay, yep. Oh goodness. Okay. That looks like it might be it. I think I hit everybody. And if I did not hit everybody's questions and you have a question, you can hit me up on Instagram or Facebook or um, text me if you just happen to have my number. And if you have any more questions or you just want to ask me stuff, let me know and I can do another video, I guess. So yeah. Um, thank you guys for listening. And if I didn't answer your question, let me know and I will go back and answer your question if I accidentally skipped it. Or if you want some more clarity on something I said, then just let me know. Thank you guys for following the blog. I really do honestly want to say thank you guys for supporting the blog because I didn't think that I honestly didn't think that it would get this many views and all the positive comments and feedback that you guys have given me. I so appreciate it. Like, my heart swells with joy whenever I get comments, good or bad. I'm like, oh my God, somebody's reading. Like, that's all I wanted was somebody to read. And for you guys to say that you have been inspired by me is just wow. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. I greatly appreciate it. Um, like I said, if you have any more questions, you can get at me on my social media. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at _ it's just Kris _ Facebook me at Chrissy Swinley. You can Snapchat me at Royal Ace 1922. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much. I love y'all. It's all love. And this is Kris signing out.